Wow, that was a near-on demolition job from the French at the end there. That was an incredible game of rugby. I'm not 10 minutes gone from the end of the game, end of the full-time whistle, and we're getting straight into the action. Guys, I'm going to say it early on because I always forget. Please, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe. I was trying to build a following here so we can do more rugby videos about general stuff. But let's get into this one. France. Oh my God, they were electric. I mean... oh, all the team were really fantastic. It starts off though, Ireland putting France under a heap of pressure in the first 15 minutes. But you got to say the French defence held out so well, their defence in the first 15 minutes. Like Ireland were putting them under huge waves and waves of attack, constant territory. They were in the 22 for about at least 6 or 7 minutes in the first 10, 12 minutes. And yeah, eventually they get held up to Caelan Doris, and a few minutes later, there's a penalty kick for Sam Prendergast in Ireland, and he hits the post. And from that point, they really get back down the other end. And then I can't remember who scores the first try. I think it's BLBRA, isn't it, in the corner? But at some point, Joe McCarthy gets yellow carded for a stupid pullback on. It was on Thomas Ramos, and what silly play is that? Because BLBRA is on his wrong foot. He's on his right foot. He said to kick with his right foot, but he's on like the wrong side to kick it really. And Thomas Ramos is always going to be second favourite after BLBRA still. Why is McCarthy doing that? Really cost his team there. And France get the try. I think it was BLBRA, wasn't it? So yeah, great try for the French. That takes them up to 5-0. They're also going to get a penalty later converted by Ramos to 8-0. And then upon some point, I think around the 30th minute mark, Dupont gets injured. And wow. Oh, first of all, we've got to say, I hope he has a quick recovery. Don't want to see any players get injured in the game of rugby. What does that mean for Toulouse this season? France, we'll get onto it, but it should be pretty wrapped up now. But hopefully Dupont isn't out for too long. Hopefully it's not like a 9-monther. Hopefully it's only a few weeks. But he goes off and Luku comes on. So the risk of the 7-1 is already looking a bit risky and dodgy, but and the wrong decision, but it actually pays off to be okay in the end for France. And it's Ireland who actually get caught out with the injuries, but we'll get onto that soon. Yeah, Ireland get a 3-pointer, I think, through Sam Prendergast, a fantastic 50-metre kick. They get another penalty before that, and then there's another one. So 2 penalties to make it 8-6 at half-time. Prendergast better off the boot than the first one. Sorry, I'm rambling a bit here. And then, just second half, though, is when it all changes. France came out the blocks just looking crazy. In the first 15 minutes, I think they scored 3 tries. I can't remember the second try. I think it's the third try that BLBRA gets a worldie, an absolute worldie. There's a counter ruck, and Penaud eventually makes a line break, throws the ball over the head, and BLBRA does really well at full gas to catch it above his head, goes round one defender, has Sam Prendergast in front of him, kicks it ahead, goes right round him like sort of Gareth Bale would in that one of those football clips, and dots down the ball in front of Sam Prendergast, almost dropping it. I think they didn't really check that. I thought they should have checked that. But he does get the ball down, and Luku is also going for the ball and nearly knocks it out. But I remember the second try, because there was a controversy with Peter O'Mahony. Peter O'Mahony got cleared out kind of by Thibaut Flamand. I think Angus Gardner got that absolutely right. Peter O'Mahony dived there. Flamand did not do enough to knock over Peter O'Mahony. He backed out of it, and Peter O'Mahony just went down, trying to get the penalty for his team, which is fair enough. It's not nice to see, but it's the dark arts of rugby, which have always been in the sport. And Peter O'Mahony is an expert at that. He did 2, in my opinion, no-arm tackles in the first half and got away with them. So he tries to go down. The ref doesn't buy it, and I think it's correct that the French try stood. And then the BLBRA is the third try. Calvin Nash is off at this point, so that I think that's Calvin Nash's wing as well, which BLBRA scored down. Or it might not be. Either way, Calvin Nash is off, and they're down to 14 men for the third and fourth try. That clearly made a huge difference to the game. It was a correct decision. It was a yellow card. It wasn't a red. Wasn't a penalty either. It was a yellow card all day for Nash. So yeah, unfortunate for him. He just got his height a bit wrong. I think it was on Barassi. So yeah, the yellow card cost Ireland. I think they conceded 2 tries in that period. And when that 4th try goes over from Jegu, that was it, done for England and Ireland, really, in the Six Nations. France should have the tournament wrapped up now. But yeah, let's talk about some of the players for France. Jegu came off the bench. unbelievable. I know he's very talented, a very exciting prospect, but that's the best game I've ever seen him have. He was fantastic off the bench. I was almost saying man of the match just for coming off the bench. Meafu off the bench was really good. What's his name? Oh, I've forgotten his name. Marchand was good. Some of the other players who started, Boudehon was great. Aldrit, Cross were both playing quite well. John Baptiste Gross, what a player he is at prop. He's phenomenal. He's making all these clever running lines and these little offloads. He's really crucial to that French team. I can see why he's displaced Cyril Baille. He was excellent, I thought. Louis Bielray gets man of the match, and rightly so. He was fantastic. 2 fantastic tries. Penaud gets a try at the end. Ramos does an intercept and passed it to Penaud. So that makes it 5 tries to like Ireland's 1 at the time, or maybe 2, I can't remember. But yeah, and obviously Ireland get a couple of tries near the end as well to make it 5 tries to 3, 42 points to 27. There's also a couple more talking points we need to talk about, because Bundyaki got injured, as I've got to mention, around the 3rd or 4th Irish try. I think before the 4th one. That is another huge point that lost Ireland the game, because Bundyaki going down means you have to play, I think, Jack Crowley at 12. And it just shows the Gary Ringrose red card last week was so costly, because if you could start Aki and Ringrose, you probably had Henshaw as one of the back replacements, and the centres would have been a lot more, there was cover if Aki had got injured, which he did. And so yeah, I think the Ringrose red card really did cost Ireland this game. He's also, known as a sort of outside centre channel defender, one of the best in the world. So again, that Ringrose red card has heavily cost Ireland this game, I feel like. Both the yellow cards for Nash and McCarthy have also cost them just discipline for Ireland. The French were looking more powerful and putting the Irish under a lot of pressure in the collisions. So yeah, excellent from France, really excellent. And they now go against Scotland next week, and they'll be hoping, just if they win it, they win the tournament. Even with no bonus point, the massive points difference they've amassed over this game and the last game against Italy means they should have enough to win the tournament. And so they should. They've been fantastic this tournament. I know a last-minute loss to England, but they dropped a load of points there, and dropped a load of ball for tries. So yeah, sorry, my English is terrible. But France do deserve this game, I should admit. But Ireland got a couple of late tries. I thought Prendergast did play well, I want to just say, because I think you have to talk about some of these main players. Jamie Osborne played well all game, I thought. Hugo Keenan was fantastic for Ireland. Thomas Ramos also very good for France. So yeah, Ireland get a couple of late tries through. Henshaw gets one, and I can't remember who gets the other. Sheehan got one in the early on in the second half. Oh, I can't remember who gets the other try. I've got to mention, Sheehan got a try early on in the second half. Oh, it's all a blur. France have won the tournament. They've won the game. Excellent from them. Does it show where the two teams are going for the 2027 World Cup? France have a younger team. Ireland are sort of ageing a little bit, you could argue. Jack Conan got the other Irish try, just remember. But yeah, he had a great impact off the bench. I'm just saying who did well now. France have won. Excellent game. Please do like the video if you managed to get through this 8 minutes of rubbish. We'll be back for Wales-Scotland probably in a couple of hours. Thank you guys for watching. Please do subscribe if you want to watch more. We're going to try and cover every single league we can, or main league. All the Six Nations, all the Women's Six Nations, all the internationals coming up this year. Lions, all of it will be right here on this channel. Please do subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.